boys, I'm going to give you a very simple strategy, right? I'm going to give you a very so the basic is that if we're in a downtrend and we have this structure like this, we are selling, okay, what price will do, it loves to take out this level, okay, and then afterwards it will reverse. So it will do something like this. You can call it a liquidity grab, and then afterwards it will reverse. The best entry, the best zone to take your sales is this zone over here where price broke structure. That's where you can take your best entries. That's the best short that you can have. So anything underneath this level is going to be good for sales, but afterwards, price after it takes out that high, that's when you can have that good entry. So I took the same trade on gold. Okay, we took the same trade and we are currently in some profit. So if you observe, we had this is the M1, right? This is the M1. So let me first close, then I'll explain, because price has already reached my level of resistance. Okay, so the reason behind this trade is, if you observe, we had this high. Okay, look at this high. We had this high, right? Okay, we had this high, and after price took out the high, if you observe over here, so price came above this level, it took out the high, then it came underneath this level. So that's why I taken in my sales, right? We came above the level, then we sold. That was my first reason for entries for sales. Guys, this is the M1, but for higher confluences you can use the H1 is best for like better confluences. But for me, I wanted to have a sniper entry, and as you can see, price is now starting to pull back. But usually the best entry for sales is after price goes underneath this level. This is the best entry that I know, because once price goes underneath there, boom, we're in for sales. That means it was just a liquidity grab, and then price is willing to sell even lower. So anyways, from 500k, we're now in 200. We have almost made 3/4 of our profit. This is such a powerful strategy, because if you observe over here, price took out the high and then reversed. Look at how when price went underneath this level, it just sold off massively. All right, look at this. I want you guys to observe, when price went underneath here, it sold off massively, right? So that's the same motion that I'm trading on, right? Because if price manages to go underneath this level, we know that it has been weakened, right? It has been weakened. So anyways, with that being said, look at this. Price came here, right, under this level, we are selling, and then after price took out the high, right, we've waited for price to go underneath this level, we sold. So if you sold from here up to here, that would have been, this is M1, guys. But if you take the strategy further to like the H1, you have a higher win rate. So from here up to here, this is around 14 pips. This is around 14 pips. So yeah, with that being said, I think so I'll be taking in sales after price goes under here, right? That means I can enter in my sell stops. So enter in sell stops under here. Sorry. So sell stop under here. Because you have such a powerful strategy where I know that if price manages to break underneath this low, it doesn't want to continue any bullish power, right? Any bullish power that was there previously, it has already weakened, and price is willing to sell even more. So that's why I'm placing there my sell stops, so that once price goes underneath there, they are triggered. So with that being said, I think I'm almost close to getting tapped in, but this will require lots of patience. Okay, but you know that underneath this level, price is selling heavily. All right, so that's why I've entered a little bit earlier, but let's wait. Let's wait and see. All right, let's wait and see, because underneath here we're expecting some good sales. And my TP, for guys who wanted TP, my TP is this region over here where price has not yet retested. Right, that's my first TP. That's my second TP. That's the other full TP that I have is when price has just sold and it's under here. So I'll be looking for sales until here. That's around 344k per position. If you have like 5 positions, let's like 1M, 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 times 3, and then the stop loss just above here. So we shall go to our calculator and calculate 206,000 times 26,000 times 241,000 times 5. So it's like 1.7 M of profit. Okay, 1.7 M of profit. Then stop loss, our stop loss will be 200k per position. So 200k times 5. That's 200k times, that's like 1 M, I think. Yes, 1 M times 5. Yeah, it's 1 million. Okay, it's around $250. But let's wait. As you can see, price is just playing in this zone, and most of you guys, you are triggered when you see that price is consolidating like this. You are triggered. Your thoughts start to appear. Oh, what if it starts to sell right away and I miss? Oh, let me just start selling right away. It may just sell off anyways. Now you have to give time price to do its thing, because the moment you try to hurry up price, you end up being on the wrong side of the market. Price can literally just jump from here. It's not a must that it has to sell. No, it can just simply just start to buy, or from here it can just simply start to buy from here. Right, it can just simply start to buy from here and then push the upside. So it's not a must. It's not like guaranteed that price has to, make a move or sell off or stuff like that. No. Okay, so I don't want you guys to be in that mentality that price has to do one thing. No, it can do anything that it wants. So this is for gold, I think. Okay, we are getting almost triggered. The first position has been triggered. Okay, 2 positions actually have been triggered. Okay, now 3. Okay, let's go. Okay, I can only put 2 positions. Okay, I'll just go with those ones. So I'll be holding this until we reach this area here. Look at how price just started to sell off. Okay, just look at how price started to sell off. Guys, I'm not even kidding. This is the best strategy that you can ever have. The best strategy that you can ever have. Anyways, so my TP will be around 300k. Then the stop loss, I've placed it there above. I don't want to see price go above there. So that's around 300k for a stop loss, for my stop loss. Because if you go to 177 times 2, 180 anyways. So if you go to So that's 360k of profit. So that being said, I'll give this trade some breathing space. I don't know why I'm limited in like lot sizing, yet they've been allowing me to place almost like 5 positions in a row. Now they can't allow me. This is crazy stuff. So I have to wait a little bit longer than usual. So huh? I have to wait a little bit longer for this trade to play out. So probably, as you can see, prices so far, it's pushing. All right, we are pushing, and I told you guys that price underneath that level, it has a high probability of like not just selling, but of taking out the previous low. Those 2 lows over there, if price is to sell off, we may have a good sell off. Okay, I think I'm done for that. I think I can call it. Let's just patiently wait and see what price will be giving us. But the issue is that I can't enter any more trades. That's what I'm a little bit annoyed of. But I can't enter any more trades. Let's go to settings, and I think sounds. We are off, but how many positions? Can enter like 3 positions. Anyways, let's go with that. I'll update you in the next coming videos. But just this was my whole plan. I told you that the setup is just for price to take out the high. So you have this high that price takes it out, okay, and then afterwards it goes underneath that area where they was selling momentum. So once price goes underneath that area, we know that it has that same momentum push. But don't get too greedy, right? The issue is that most of you guys can get too greedy and you want to hold until like 300 pips. No, you just have like where price stopped, that's where you can put your entry at. So let me first clear so that you can get to know like the full picture of what I was doing. Okay, so back to square one. So I told you that when price is in a selling momentum, all you want to do, literally all that you want to do, let me first remove this. All that you want to do is for price to come above the previous high. All right, you want to see price take out the previous high. How does it take it out? You want to see it come like this, take out that previous high, and then start to sell off, right? But you don't just simply start to sell when price is under. You don't just simply sell here. No, you wait for price to go underneath that same zone where there was selling pressure. That is the safest entry. So here, under here is where you can enter in your sales, right? That is, so far from what I know, this is the safest entry that you can have. Okay, so once price goes underneath that area, all you want to do is to start selling heavily, right? I don't usually even fear the stop loss, but anyway, underneath this zone, anything underneath this zone, I just enter in my sales. I'll just repeat one more time. Okay, just repeat one more time. Okay, let's go to another page. So you've damn, let's clear. So I told you that if price is selling, all right, you want to see it come and take out the previous high, and then only then when it has taken out the previous high and it's under a zone where it was bearish, that's when you can take your entry. That's where you can take your entry for a sell. So you take your sell here. So this is where you sell in. You take your sell and then you wait for price to take out the previous low. As simple as that. So I've taken the setup on the M1. As I took the setup on the M1, currently it's making a pullback, but let's wait. Let's give it breathing space, because most of you when you see drawdown you get scared, and that's how you lose most of the cash that you so desperately want. You just have to let market do its thing. So that being said, let's wait and see how this gold trade plays out. So yeah. But this is the M1, guys. This is the M1. That's the issue that I'm having. This is the M1. The M1 is known for the M1 is known for like lots of manipulation. But let's wait. I'll wait. I'll give it breathing time, breathing space. The reason for buy again, we had this high, price took it out, we took out the low, and then afterwards I'm expecting price to have that same momentum push. So above this level, price has been bullish, so that's why I'm entering in full margin buys here, because above that level price has been bullish. Okay. Let's close our positions. So kwa mkuiz aya basi
Kaya nataka hiyo sana.